Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jesse James. For today's eye candy are my two favorite dinosaurs, Godzilla and Bowser from Mario. I'm gonna get me a tripod one of these days. And camera that can load to YouTube. But for now, we're just gonna be ghetto and use our cell phone. Alright, so we left off at chapter 4, page 156. Alright. Company fallen, he said in a commanding voice. Now! Everybody stopped and sheepishly said, Yes, Mr. K. They slowly formed a circle. He pressed his earpiece. Dr. M, I need you out here. There's been a fight. I just broke it up. Okay, I'm coming. Excuse me. Dr. M took off his glasses and folded them and set them gently on the desk. Dr. M rubbed his eyes. Oh my. These teens are going to be the death of me. He sighed a deep, stress-induced sigh. Dr. Miracle pushed away from the desk and stood up. I hope Johnny and T-Rex aren't involved. Johnny is such a hothead. He walked out of the office and jogged over to the crowd. Johnny and T-Rex were a few feet away from the group. Good. I'm glad you two were not involved. Johnny almost did, but I held him back. T-Rex said. He patted Johnny's shoulder. Don't waste your energy or your breath on him. Butch doesn't attract many friends. Suddenly, all of Johnny's anger and bad vibes were instantly gone, like an invisible sponge soaked it up. All right, move aside, please. Let me get through. Murmurs. Shh, quiet. Mr. M's about to speak. All right, gang, what's wrong? Why are we disrupting a peaceful workday? Talk to me, gang. What's up? Page 157. They stood there in silence. Somebody spill the beans. What happened? Who started it? A 19-year-old light brown Turkish boy stepped up and spoke. I saw it, Dr. Miracle, but I thought they'd work it out. Butch walked over to Sarah and told her to stop singing because he couldn't concentrate. Then Skip told Butch to leave her alone. She's not bothering anybody. Sarah started to cry because Butch started to get high and mighty. Then I think Skip pushed Butch. They started to fight, and Butch grabbed Skip's throat and pinned him up against the wall and threatened him. Thank you, Mr. G. Butch, stand up, please. With his now bruised ego, the mammoth-sized teen slowly got up. Mr. K, what is Rule 1 of this program, if you don't mind reciting it out loud? Gifts and powers are not to be used in a violent manner against others. Thank you, Mr. K. And what is your punishment for this uncalled for behavior? Mr. K smiled. Well, Dr. Miracle, because the entire class stopped training and watched the fight unfold instead of getting one of us, I say 50 laps around the place. A collective group of moans and teenage groans. Come on, single file behind me. That's it. Come on, you too, Mr. Boniki. Butch, you get 15 extra laps. For you, for starting a fight. The last two, you have to jog nonstop for threatening another student's life. Come on, gang. Mr. K can make it fun. He'll sing old barrack songs. Mr. K smiled. What a splendid idea, Dr. Miracle. Remember, class, I'm everywhere, all the time. Every day, I see all. Start. Go. Go. All right, ladies, let me see your youth. Come on. Oh, in the saints. Come on, you know the words. Sing along. Oh, in the saints. He started to light jog beside them. Another collective sighs and moans. The whole class murmured and complained as Mr. K was in front and started to light jog. He started humming an old barrack tune. Thanks a lot, Butch, one whispered. Such a jerk, Bush. Kick rocks, I do what I want. Page 158. I don't hear any singing, ladies. I won't let you do your laughs in peace till I hear everyone's beautiful voice. They all sighed and started in a light jog. Go marching in. Hey, there you are. Come on. Let's get that blood pumping. Go marching in. Now in the saints. Go marching in. Marching in. I want to be a part of that number. In the saints. Dr. Miracle walked back over to Scorpion and T-Rex. Sorry about that, boys. You know, teenagers. A bag full of hormones and testosterone and estrogen. Thankfully, I finished filling your wonderful new recruits. Thankfully, I just finished filing you wonderful new recruits' paperwork. But before I put it away, I would like to note down your abilities so I can best help you master them. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by my dog. Master them. God, that sounded awful. Oh my. Anyway, Oh, and yes, before either of you ask, the files will be confidential to my eyes only, and placed in an undisclosed armored file cabinet under lock and key. And I had the cabinet set up behind a door that is hyper-adaptive to superhumans. Excuse me. He made quotation marks with his fingers, air quotes. I guess that That's what the kiddos are calling it. I prefer gifted individuals. Anywho, I'm rambling. I want you guys to follow me into the war room. War room? They both said with a worried tone. I don't think any spot in the hospital should be called war room, T-Rex said with a concerned tone. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm with Ty on this one. The doctor smiled. You know, for two very in-shape young bucks, if I'm not mistaken, I'd say you two are scared. Maybe one could even say, chicken! They approached the left side of the gigantic room. A large, unmarked black steel door was attached to a room that took up almost the entire left wing. Dr. Miracle walked up to the door and pulled out a set of keys from his back pocket. Okay, let's see which key is the one. He fingered through. Aha! He unlocked the thick vault door and pushed it open. After you, gentlemen. I don't feel comfortable about this. As they walked in, the door automatically closed and locked. Lights flickered on, and 12 doors were on the left, and then 12 doors were also on the right. Page 159. A staircase led up to a large platform. All right, gentlemen, here we are, the war room. A place that will allow you to safely showcase your skills, to see what you're made of. Don't worry about breaking anything. Go all out. Without further ado, Mr. Johnson, please step into room number 2. Okay. Unsure of what lies beyond the steely gaze of what the black door that now had a threatening appearance as he walked towards that which could quite be his death. High five. I gotta stop getting distracted. I'm sorry. Mr. Johnson, don't worry. They can only hurt you if you let them. And if you do get hurt, I'll heal you. Regardless of what you see in there, remember, I got you, and it is just a training program. But stay alert. An uneasy smile and a cheesy thumbs up. Yeah. Was produced before he opened the door and walked through. The bulb over the black door made a quick but loud burn. The door locked and the light went green as he walked into the unlit room. Wish me luck. Good luck, and for you, Mr. McCartney. You'll be in room number 5. He was silent. Johnny nodded and walked into his war room. The door closed. The doctor walked up to the set of stairs that had caution yellow non-slip rubber pads on the steps. At the top of the steps was a large black oak door. Everything was painted black to cause discomfort, uncertainty, and even in some cases severe intimidation. The control room had a computer panel on the left and monitors on the right of every room. Monitor 5 flickered on, and Monitor 2 flickered on. The doctor closed the door. All right, gentlemen, if these rooms can't help you, nothing in the world will. There will be 5 rounds. Each round shall grow increasingly difficult. If you absolutely cannot take any more punishment, there is a red button on the far left wall. Press it and the exercise shall cease. But I do encourage you, gentlemen, to push a little bit beyond your limits. Truly test yourself. Go wild. Trust me, unless you can create a 26 megaton explosion, you're not going to hurt these rooms. Excitement began to build with the street racers. The more the doctor talked, the less nervous they became. What they did not know was that Dr. Miracle was talking. While Dr. Miracle was talking, he was also sending, page 160, out hypnotic signals in his voice that was making them feel more aggressive but focused. Let's get it, Doc! T-Rex flicked his lizard-like tongue. Come on, Dr. M, let's get him. I want to start. You're taking forever, he said as he was in an animal stance that looked like it was ready to pounce on its prey. Excuse me. Don't fear, gentlemen. I'm going to spray the room with a light hallucinogen. It's not permanent, and it will wear off in a few hours. I'll give you a 5-minute start. 5 minutes to start. Meditate, stretch, do whatever. I don't need to stretch. I'm good. Let's go. T-Rex started bouncing from one foot to the other. Dr. M muted the mics and he started laughing. I might have used too much hypnotic waves in my sound waves. He unmuted. Okay, gents, round 1. Hand-to-hand combat. He slammed a button down. A door swung up and 14 robots ran out. They formed a circle around Johnny. Whoa, gentlemen, can we talk about this? 14 men stood around Johnny with black belts. They took a step back and yelled, Akia, Hiya! I have to warn you, gentlemen, my street record is 21-2. I'm not fond of losing. You talk too much. Today, you die. Fine. He slid his foot into the crescent moon position, then waved his hands back and forth to and fro, then suddenly locked the left hand at his eye level and cupped his right hand and placed it around the center of his chest. T-Rex prepped himself as the door flung open and men dressed in police officer uniforms ran out into the room. Tyrone Johnson, you are under arrest. Like hell I am. I've been clean from that life for 2.5 years. One broke formation and flicked out a baton. He struck T-Rex across the face. Oh, it's so on. T-Rex snarled and showed his sharp dagger-like teeth. He lunged forward and slammed the one robot to the floor and went to the next. Strength triggered by irritation and rage. Dr. M jotted the note down on a slice of paper. On a slice of yellow paper. Open fire! The police stepped back and raised their rifles and fired. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Page 161. He put his arms up in reflex, and then suddenly he got a look in his eye and released a roar. You're not a T-Rex. That sounded like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and a lion roared at the same time. Maybe a little bit like a thing. Sure. I have too much fun with that thing. Anyway. That's not what he sounded like. I just wanted to press an excuse to press the button. Bulletproof skin, Dr. M said as he recorded. T-Rex burped and spit out a green goo. The goo landed on the robots and they all started to twitch and spark. Smoke started to spew off their metal. Hide melting acid spit from mouth and nasal cavity. All right, Mr. Johnson, round 2 for you. Dr. M turned a knob in the dashboard to the 2 and pressed R2. Burn! The alarm in the room sounded. Room 2, round 2. A robotic voice sounded through the PA system. Weapons testing. All right. Okay, hold on. You're very distracting. I'm trying to read. Weren't you sleeping? All right, Mr. Johnson. Hold on, I already read that. All right, Johnny. Are you going to make a move or stare at the robots all day? Dr. M said impatiently as he watched the screen to Johnny's room. He had the microphone off. A standstill, each waiting for the other to move. Oh, you're a martial artist. That would explain your non-movement. Wait. And that form, I've seen it somewhere. What is that form? He looked up the style that uses that. Shh. So according, do not be honoring. I'm almost done my video. Shh. So according to Google, that is the crescent moon stance, and it's a bit of karate and taekwondo. Mix. Well, Mr. McCartney, this looks like it might take a turn for the better. Question is, who's going to take the first bloody turn? Would you lay down? Like, you're so distracting. You're like a little kid. Suddenly a large boom sounded from T-Rex's room. Well, that didn't sound good. Whoa! He spun around and looked down at the computer screen on the dashboard. He pressed the mic button. Mr. Johnson, calm down. Your heart rate is too high. More! These tests are too weak. No, Mr. Johnson, you will take a 15-minute breather. I said I want more! Dr. M wrote down animalistic anger. T-Rex blanked out. So pumped with old memories, rage, and adrenaline, he had lost the sight of reality. He walked over to the weapons rack that raised itself out of the ground. Mr. Johnson, if you don't calm down, I'm going to have to sedate you. Another animalistic roar. Are you threatening me, Doctor? Sounds like a fun place to stop. Because my dog is being a jerk. In her wonderful jerkish ways. Lucky I love you. So we're going to stop there. Page 161, chapter 4. Thank you guys for being with me and having the patience to deal with my pup dog as she is being a whiny little toddler. Next time on the episodes of Kanbei Halamakri, or The Legends of Kanbei Halamakri. Title working. Anyway, the official title is Shino Kage. Anyway, thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for being with me. Hope you're blessed, and I hope you are making the best of your each day. And I hope this helped a little bit of your downtime. Thank you, and rock on.